With the new moon on November the 1st, we're tapping into the energy of abundance, where abundance starts to flow with more ease. And this energy is amplified due to the new moon falling on November the 1st and with the 111 energy. So if you have been waiting to experience more abundance in your life, to experience more ease and flow in your life, then you can tap into the new moon energy because it will assist you in really opening yourself up to experiencing more abundance in your life, in all areas of your life, assisting you in actualizing your dreams and desires. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things I think you should know about this particular new moon on November the 1st, so you can really make the most out of this potent, beautiful, abundant energy that we're now tapping into. Now, the first thing I would like for you to know is that the door to the infinite now opens up. And what I mean with that is you can more easily tap into the quantum field, the field of infinite possibilities, in order to call in your desires, so you can also manifest with more ease. And tapping into the quantum field, the way this really works is you really want to open up your consciousness and really expanding into that infinite void, the blackness, point zero, whatever you want to call this, but really elevating your consciousness to the point that you're tapping into that field of infinite possibilities and also believing and knowing that anything and everything is possible for you. Even though you may not be able to see it right now of what's really all possible for you is, but now it's really your invitation to really dream bigger, to allow yourself to expand what you believe is truly possible for you. And by doing that, that already assists you in shifting your consciousness into infinite possibilities, because there are infinite ways of how you can go about your life and achieving the things that you would like to achieve, the things you would love to experience. Here, a good starting point is think about what is it that you would love to experience? What is the key essence of what you want to feel? Do you care about freedom, like that ultimate freedom, experience ultimate freedom? Do you want more abundance? Do you want to experience more joy, more happiness? Whatever it is, maybe write down 3 to 5 of those key words, those key experiences that you would love to experience on a day-to-day basis. And then tune into that. Really open yourself up to experience it in whatever way is to your highest and greatest good. Because you can experience freedom in infinite ways. It doesn't have to be in just one way. That's how you can tap into the field of infinite possibilities. And also, by the way, I have a light language coming out as well to assist you with that, to really tap into it so you can connect more easily with your desires. But when you're connecting with your desires, the core of what you want to experience, whether it's freedom or abundance or happiness, joy, whatever it is, and then surrendering the how, really surrendering of how is it going to happen, how are you meant to create this kind of life, and just simply open yourself up to experiencing that in infinite ways, in whatever ways are to your highest and greatest good. That is really what is available now with the new moon on November the 1st. You can more easily tap into that and then draw it in. So the door to the infinite now opens with the new moon on November the 1st, and it's really an invitation for you to really tap into that, open yourself up to that, connect more with your desires, the essence of your desires, and then surrender the how and allow yourself to receive the insights, the guidance, whatever it is, but stay energetically connected to your desires so you can draw it in. That's what will then help you actually actualizing your dreams and desires. Then the second thing I want you to know is that manifestation now also speeds up. On or around a new moon, you will notice that your manifestation now speeds up, where you can more easily manifest your desires. But here you want to be careful, because also the things you don't want can manifest more easily. So here, pay attention to what you're putting your energy into. What are you focusing on? Because wherever focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing a lot on lack and limitation and of not having but wanting, being in that not so good energy, you are going to magnetize that on or around the new moon, because like I said, manifestation speeds up. We're tapping into the abundant flow, right? So here, be careful what you're putting your attention on, because if you're focusing a lot on the negative, you're going to magnetize that, and then you're also going to attract more of that. So be careful what you're putting your attention and your focus on. So focus on the things that you do want to experience without attaching any kind of lack or limitation to whatever you're focusing on, because you will magnetize both the good or the bad. So here, focus on the things that you do want to magnetize, because you don't want to then magnetize the things that you don't want, because it will come about with more ease on or around a new moon. Then the third thing I want you to know is that now it's also a call to assess your desires, to see, okay, are your desires, maybe the ones that you had decided on beginning of the year or even before, your goals, your intentions, your desires, are they still in alignment? Do you still feel in alignment with those desires? And if not, then here's the invitation to upgrade them, to tweak them, to change them, or to let them go and replace them with something new, something more evolved, something more in alignment. And here it's really important to connect with your soul and tap into your soul desires and use the energy of the new moon to magnetize your soul desires rather than just your ego wants. Because we often have the wants, the things that we think we want, and they're often based on some kind of problem. We want to achieve something, we want to manifest something to solve a problem. And whenever you're trying to do that, whenever you're trying to manifest something in order to solve a problem, you're in the problem energy, and you don't want to do that. So here it's about really connecting with the soul desires. What is your soul desiring? And then choosing something that no longer solves a problem. That yes, maybe in the beginning it solves a problem, but you don't want to be in that problem energy. You want to manifest something that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that you just wanted just because you want it, right? So here, revisit your desires, revisit your goals, revisit the things that you think you wanted up until this point, and then allow yourself to adjust, to tweak, to let go of anything that is out of alignment and then replace it with something that is in alignment, and then focus on magnetizing that. But like I said, be careful that you're not stuck in the problem energy, because the more you are in the problem energy, meaning trying to manifest something to solve a problem, then you're going to magnetize the problem because you're stuck in the problem energy. So here, focus on something that you just want because you just want it from deep within, and then magnetize that, because then you're attaching the energy of expansiveness, of joy, of happiness, of, really all these good feelings, no longer lack and solving a problem and things like that. Then the fourth thing I want you to know is that on or around the new moon, and especially after the new moon, then you will notice that things start to fall into place more quickly to really assist you in stepping into your soul's higher calling, your soul's higher path, really elevating your life, elevating your path, and also aligning yourself to your higher path, your higher desires. And that is why it's so important to focus on your soul desires and magnetizing that, and releasing any doubt, releasing any fears, any limiting beliefs, anything that is really holding you back. All of those ego limitations, you want to let that go, especially on or around the new moon. You want to really do your best to focus on the good energies. Like I said, get out of the problem energy and move into the abundant energy, the flow energy, really being in that flow state. That is really important. That is also what's available with this new moon. So really make the most out of that. Because now with this new moon, even doubt and fear and limiting beliefs and all of that also now magnetizes as well and comes about in greater amounts. So if you're focusing a lot on lack and limitation and problems, you're magnetizing that, and then you're manifesting more of that. So just be careful what you're focusing on. Then the fifth thing I want you to know is that this new moon on November the 1st really brings an expansive kind of energy where you're expanding on all levels. The energy is really of expansion, helping you expand in all areas of your life, and especially those areas that you're feeling absolutely in alignment with. Like I said, you're not being stuck in a problem energy, but in the abundant energy, that flow energy, that expansive energy. Those areas will evolve, will expand more quickly, more expansively, and also more rapidly on or around the new moon, and especially moving forward, because you really, as you're tapping into the new moon energy of abundance, the 111 energy, you're really able to amplify all areas of your life, and especially those that you're most in alignment with, where you are feeling most in alignment with, whether it's your desires, the things that you do, the things that you want to manifest. It could be your health, it could be your relationship, it could be your soul's path, it could be business, whatever it is, whatever area you're putting most of your attention and focus in, and most of that good energy, that abundant energy, not the problem energy, that will then expand. So here also, be careful what are you putting your attention on. Even that area that you really would love to see to expand, also be careful what energy you're putting into that as well, because like I said, even the bad energy also magnetizes and manifests more. So try to stay out of problem energy or trying to solve a problem or lack energy, because that will truly manifest or magnetize with this new moon energy on November the 1st. So here are the key things that I want you to know about the new moon on November the 1st. It's definitely a beautiful, expansive energy that can bring a lot of shifts and changes and growth and also abundance into your life. So my intention was really to give you the insights, and I hope you enjoyed this video so far. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, are you already feeling that beautiful, expansive energy? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. While you're at it, maybe even share this video with someone that you think could benefit from it. I would greatly appreciate it. But now, the way you can make the most out of this energy is you want to tune into the energy of expansion. Really tap into it. Really imagine you're expanding your energetic field, your energy, your desires on all levels, really expanding. Really imagine yourself or feeling yourself really tapping into that next higher version of yourself, that more expanded version of yourself. Assess your desires to make sure that you're really in alignment with your desires, that they are soul desires. Because if you're trying to go after an ego want, like I said, that's usually based out of lack and limitation, and then you're in the problem energy. So allow yourself to really assess your desires and let go of those problem energy type of desires and then elevate them to something greater. So here I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to manifest a monthly income of, let's say, $6,000 or $8,000. That will give you just enough to pay your bills each and every month, to maybe even start paying off your debt, or to have a little bit extra to live comfortably, right? But that is still somewhat in a problem energy, because yes, even though making $6,000 or $8,000 a month is great, you have somewhat of a sense of abundance, but it still stems from the need of solving a problem. If, let's say, right now you're only making 3 or 4 and you're just barely getting by and just barely living paycheck to paycheck, then yes, making $8,000 a month would be a nice stretch, would be more an abundant feeling. However, it still stems from somewhat of a problem energy. But let's say you're tapping into, you want to make, let's say, $20,000 a month. That no longer solves a problem. Yes, of course, in the beginning, it kind of solves a problem, but it goes so beyond of just solving a problem. So you're tapping into the energy of expansiveness. So this is an example just basically around money, but you can do that in all areas of your life. You want to get out of the problem energy. That is really important. And really focus on magnetizing your soul desires. Really put all the good energy into it. Whether it's daily visualization and really tapping into your visualization with all your senses, like really feeling it, seeing it, like it is really happening right now. That's how you can magnetize your desires. And here I also want to mention something. I want to invite you, if you would like some support on this beautiful journey, I want to invite you to consider maybe joining me inside Transcendence, my membership, where we come together on a weekly basis for live calls. Then we have monthly workshops. There's a private community. There's an online course portion. There's so much available to you to assist you in really becoming your own inner alchemist and really creating the life that you would love to live in absolute alignment with your soul's higher calling, your soul's higher timeline, and really helping you live a more abundant and fulfilling life. So if that is of interest to you, there's a link in the description below. You can join Transcendence for free for 7 days. Try it out. See if you like it. Maybe join us on one of our next upcoming live calls to see if Transcendence is really the right fit for you. I would be honored if you were to join me. Link for that is in the description below if you would like to check it out. But here you go. You have the forecast for the new moon on November the 1st. I really hope that you're going to make the most out of this beautiful energy, that you're tapping into the quantum field, the abundance, the flow, and definitely also stay tuned for the light language activation that's going to come out as well to assist you with that as well. So thanks so much for watching. Now also be sure to check out these 2 videos here. 2 beautiful light language activations. One for transforming your financial karma and another one about enhancing your money magnetism, that can both assist you with this right now as well. So thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.